Hello guys and welcome to Breaking It Down with Looch. I don't know if I'm going to keep that as like a series or something, but I just thought the title was funny if this ends up being a one-off title, so that's what I decided to settle on. And I didn't want to get into the gameplay right away because I wanted to give some bit of a preface to this like situation here, because I wasn't streaming when this happened, so I just recorded an Xbox game clip and got as much of it as I possibly could have. But I wasn't able to get the whole entire situation, which is unfortunate because it would have helped if I had like a minute or two in the past, but I don't know, still got most of it. Anyways, the situation here is both my brothers just went down, and one I can recover DJ's banner, but Matt's banner is definitely not recoverable. And there's 3 other squads left. They're all teams of 3, and one of them is right to my right on the edge of the storm. And I know that the other one as well is right to my left in the other cave, and the other one is unaccounted for at this point. And I'm just gonna, we'll start it here. I'm just gonna walk through basically the whole entire situation here and go through how I was able to clutch this, because it ends up, well, spoiler, it ends up being a pretty crazy ending, but there's also like some interesting plays here and there that I think I think you could apply this stuff to any FPS game. It definitely applies more to Apex, but I don't know, you could use it for anything. So eventually I made my move here. All I was trying to do there was get a couple shots on that lifeline, back away and heal, because I knew that I had time to heal, and here I was just trying to get a advantageous position, maybe like catch them off guard. So here basically healing up, I'm trying to get a pick. Like, that's basically the goal here. I want to try to get a kill and get away with as little damage taken as possible. The lifeline peaks again, and I'm just able to take her out. And for some reason that lifeline is just like playing super separate from the team here, sound whoring a little bit. Heard the Pathfinder take him out. Gonna get a quick heal off with the gold backpack and get ready for the third person. And I was feeling pretty confident on this last fight because I took out the first 2 with relatively little damage. And that's basically like the ideal scenario there, was to put me in that 1v1. I think the biggest thing to take away from that fight there is just like the positioning and the decision making. Everything was like pretty instant on my part, like when to heal, when to take cover, when to let them push me. And I think that was another big part of it, as I bided my time, waited for that pick, got the pick, and then they kind of just like got way too overconfident after that for no reason at all. I didn't even have that much damage on me, but people can do that in this game. Like, if they have numbers advantage, they can get super overconfident, and I mean, I think that applies to any FPS game, and you can take advantage of those scenarios. Now, another thing to take into account here, I just want to point this out, is of course in Apex you get the different loot, and the gold backpack it allows you to heal up faster, a lot faster. And I do have a gold backpack for this entire clutch, and I will admit that without the gold backpack, I don't know if I would have been able to pull this off. In fact, I probably wouldn't have. So of course that's a thing with any BR game, but at the same time, you got to work with what you're given and with what everybody else has. So I don't know. I did have the gold backpack, but I'm still entering every single fight 1v3, so I would argue that I'm still at a major disadvantage. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even argue that. I'm at a major disadvantage even with the good loot entering every fight. So what I'm doing here, I think this is smart, and it's not smart. I'll explain both. So I definitely make a play here for kills because it's not a ranked game. If it was a ranked game, I wouldn't have done this. But I see those 2 guys, they have no idea about me. Like, screw it, let's just go for the kills. Now, if this is a ranked game, if you guys were like playing for money or in that ranked mode, like for XP, I would say that this is not a smart play. The smart play would have been for me to wait here. Wait for the other teams were fighting, of course. Wait for one of them to get a knock, maybe like 2 knocks, and then come in and make my move. But because this is a pub, and because I was feeling it after that last fight, I was like, screw it, I'll just go for it. So again, not the smartest play. That was mostly just a kill whore play, and if it was like ranked or for any, like, if I was really playing for something, wouldn't have gone for that. So this is the scariest moment right there. I get hit by the Bangalore's ult, and I got like stuck trying to get off the roof, and that just completely screwed up that fight. But luckily I was able to use my phase shift ability. Again, just like quick decision making. Somehow I'm able to escape here as well. And when I get inside of here, I have to use my last battery. Also try to pop a quick heal, but I was kind of anticipating the push there. I thought they would have pushed because of how ripped I was and because they knew where I was, but for some reason this last team plays it super scared, and Like some advice if you're in a 3-on-1, don't play it scared, bro. Like literally in this game, all you have to do is handhold and push. That's all you have to do. Like if you know where the person is and you all are relatively shielded up, which everybody except for the Bangalore was, and even the Bangalore had like 100 health. You know, they're gonna push me with 500 health. I'm gonna have like 50 health. They're winning that fight. You know, like literally not pushing me here is what's allowing me to potentially clutch this. So I had to slide out here because of the storm, get some nice shots on. I'm able to use the phase shift again, and here I decide my only play was to try to go for the door yet again. That was a pretty good shift right there. So able to get in. This time I'm anticipating the push again. This time they do bite. Just absolutely shred the lifeline there with the alternator, and I'm gonna get these quick heals off. Bangalore gets really confident, understandably so, but again, they're pushing in one at a time, it's separated. Bangalore gets shut down, and I'm feeling confident here, so I go for the Bloodhound, but the Bloodhound has a Mastiff, does a ton of damage, and I decide, you know what, I'm going for it. Fly out and take him down. So basically what happened there, what the other team did poorly is they literally all pushed one-on-one, and that just gave me opportunity after opportunity to clutch. What I did well was, for one, like anticipating the pushes when they were going to happen. My pacing was really good. The shots were pretty good as well. And the other thing too with that last challenge probably looks like a pretty dumb challenge to take, and I would agree that in most cases it was. But I think it worked out there because if you actually hear the Bloodhound popped his ult, and I knew that he was like not going to be anticipating, especially with how weak I was, not going to be anticipating a push right away. So basically I just hedged my bets, and I was like, you know what, if I push right now, he's not going to expect it, and he's probably going to panic, so even if he gets a shot off, he's probably going to miss it, and that's what ended up happening. I think that he just did not see that coming at all, took a panic shot, was not able to hit it, and I was able to clutch up because of it. If my timing would have been just a little bit better, I would have been able to kill him while he was popping the ult, and he wouldn't have even got a shot off at all. So that's the only like tiny mistake there, but I still, like, it was a calculated risk. I still figured that I would have been able to pull it off just because of the fact that it was like such an unexpected play. But if you think about it, not entirely a bad one. So hope you guys enjoyed that clutch. That was one of the better clutches that I've had in Apex, and I was freaking hyped after that one. Had to post a video on it, and see you next time.